Today's batch cooking day in the kitchen of Money Made Magic. We did a £20 shop, and if you haven't seen that video, I will link that later on in this video. And what I'm doing today is batch cooking from that particular shop. So we're making meatballs in an Italian sauce, and we're making a soup, and I'm going to show you my failed cheese scones. I did try to make some cheese scones again, and they were a big fail this time, so I haven't put that in the video. Let's go and have a look in the kitchen and see what's cooking. Okay, we have got two things on the go here. We've got a cooker top vegetable soup, and we've got an Italian meatball dinner. Let's have a look at progress. Get in there. And we've got some failed cheese scones, didn't rise. Let me know, please, in the comments if you make cheese scones, what I have done wrong. My personal feeling this time is there was too much fat in the recipe. They're very stodgy inside. The oven was hot. I don't know. Let me know in the comments if you make scones. I don't know where I'm going wrong. So if you're new here, my name is Suzanne and this is Money Made Magic, and this is where we look at everything to do with budgeting, frugal living and saving you a little bit of money. Let's get right into the video where I'm going to take you through preparing from scratch those two dishes, the meatballs and the soup. The idea being that we're going to have some meals for in the week that have been cheap and easy to prepare. So we are doing a meatball slow cooker dinner, and in here I have got some chopped courgettes, some chopped carrots, some chopped peppers, some frozen red onion, some frozen mushrooms, and I've got some mixed herbs and some chopped garlic. So I'm going to mix all that in. I'm going to lay the meatballs on top. I think I've got 24. It's a lot of meatballs. And all I'm going to do at this stage is add some water. I've got some boiled water, it doesn't need to be boiled. You could use cold, and boiled just makes it. You don't want a great deal. And then I'm going to add some canned tomatoes to that. So that's everything in the pot. Just had a little bit of stir around, and I'm going to switch it on low, and it's going to cook for about 6 hours. I'll probably add some tomato puree, some gravy granules to thicken it up towards the end of cooking. So I'm making vegetable soup basically. Very basic vegetable soup. So I'm starting off with some pre-chopped carrots and some finely chopped garlic in the pan. But I'm going to add some frozen vegetables. And that's because I figured it might be cheaper to buy frozen vegetables than it would be to buy fresh vegetables. And I think as well, if you're a busy person, if you're a busy mum, or you know, you've got a big family or whatever, you work full time, sometimes standing chopping veg can take up a lot of time, and actually frozen vegetables work really well. So into my carrot and garlic pan, and the reason I got fresh carrots is because they're so cheap. 60 pence, I got a bag of misshapen carrots, and I've used the bulk of them in the soup, and I've used some of them in the meatball dinner. So I've got butternut squash to add in, so I'm going to add a good serving of that. I might keep a serving back. I've got sweet potato, and I think sweet potato always goes really well in soup. It just gives it a lovely, delicate flavour. So I'm going to add a good proportion of that, and I'm going to keep some of that back. I'm going to add some mushrooms, purely simply because I've got them and I can. Just pulse it out a little bit. And finally, I'm going to add some onion. And that's red onion. adding to my pot some boiled water. Boiled because it comes to the boil quicker in the pan, and I do want quite a bit. I need to at least cover the vegetables, and I'm going to turn those on firstly to full on the ring, and I'm going to let them come to the boil, and once they've come to the boil we're going to turn them down to simmer, and then we'll leave them to simmer until they're soft. Normally I do this in the slow cooker, but I have got something else in the slow cooker. I'm doing meatballs at the same time in the slow cooker because this is batch cook day. So I had to choose really whether to do this on the hob or do it another day, and I just want it done and prepared ready for the week. So I'm doing it on the hob, and that's just starting to bubble away nicely. So once it's boiling properly, I'm going to switch on the extractor fan up there so it'll make a noise and we won't be able to record much. And I will turn down the heat and we'll simmer that with or without the lid. It depends on your preference, but we want to make sure it's simmering at a pace where it doesn't boil over, because we need to be able to go away and do some other jobs while that's cooking. Also at this stage I'd like to say that you can add salt and pepper into the mix if you want to. I don't add it here. I don't add pepper at all. I don't like it. I don't like the taste of it. I sometimes do add a little bit of salt to soup, but I like to do that towards the end because I like to do a taste test first, because I don't like my food too salty. You can also add things like chili flakes, chili powder, curry powder if you want to spice it up a little bit. I don't know whether I'm going to do that. I'm going to wait until everything is nearly cooked, and then I'm going to give it a taste and see what I think I need to do. So we're about an hour into cooking of the soup, and I think we're just about ready to turn the heat off. So the veg is very soft, some of it, the carrot's not so soft, but they will blend down. So I'm going to turn it off. I've already turned it off, and I'm going to leave that to stand while I eat my lunch, and then once it's cooled enough we're going to come back and start putting it through the blender. Okay, so when I do soup I put everything into a blender and I have a smooth soup. Sometimes soup can be left chunky, some people like that. I prefer it to be really smooth. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put everything into the blender, blend it up, blend it back into whatever liquid is left, and then we'll have a soup. When I've got part of the soup blended, I pour it back into the pan, and then I take out more of the solid to put back into the blender. So then I've got a really nicely blended soup. Let me show you the consistency of that. So it's really nicely blended. At this stage I'm going to flavour it a little bit. So you may want to put some salt in, you may want to put some flavourings in. I'm just going to add a little bit of salt, it doesn't need much. It tastes of the vegetables, which is lovely. So all I've done is I've added a little bit of salt and a little bit of this mango and sweet chilli dipping sauce. You can add what you like, whatever flavours you want. Salt and pepper. You could add, make it a little bit more meaty tasting by adding a beef stock. I actually like the taste of the vegetables. So all I'll do is portion that up, put most of it in the freezer and leave a portion for tomorrow's lunch. And then I've got lunches for the rest of the week at work. I can leave it in the freezer for a bit longer if I want to. And it goes great with just a bread bun or a ham sandwich or something like that. A meat sandwich, a chicken sandwich or whatever. It actually makes really good stock for gravy and other stews. So it's a really, really good thing to have in the freezer. So we're about 4 hours in. We're about 5 hours in. We're at about 4 o'clock in the afternoon. And this is what our meatballs look like. So I'm going to add some things to it. I'm going to add some tomato puree and a few gravy granules because they help to thicken it up. And I may add a wine stock pot. I also forgot to put some mixed herbs in, and I quite like my meatballs in a herby sauce, so I'm going to add those, and that's okay because it has got another hour or so to cook. So I'll just sprinkle those in. There's made a tomato puree going in. And the gravy granules really optional, you don't have to have them. I find they just thicken it a little bit. I like a thicker sauce. It will thicken up as it cooks, and I am going to add an OXO red wine stock cube. Gives it a bit of a richness. Now then, I've bought these stock cubes, and I've had I've had Knorr stock cubes before, which I got from a Morrison's, and I think they were specific to Morrison's, and I couldn't find them anywhere else, and I wasn't near a Morrison's when I shopped for these, so I bought the OXO ones, and I'm going to say that I don't like them as much as I liked the Knorr ones. They don't have as much flavour, so that's just going to stir in. And I'm going to leave that to cook for probably another hour. And there's the finished meatballs. I think it looks really nice. I'm going to make some spaghetti with it. I sit down and have my tea. Right, I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you've got something from that. 2 very nice, easy meals. A nice, warm, hearty soup. And a nice meatball Italian dinner to serve with spaghetti or rice or potatoes or whatever it is you prefer. It's really versatile. If you like what we do here, please give us a like, give us a subscribe if you haven't already. That really helps. And I'll see you again in another video. Bye.